हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक। और ये जो मैं वीडियो बना रही हूँ इसमें हम कुछ लर्निंग की कोशिश करेंगे, कुछ सीखने की कोशिश करेंगे, कुछ मार्केट को समझने की कोशिश करेंगे। तो मैं कई तरीके की वीडियोस बनाती हूँ। कुछ वीडियोस बनाती हूँ जिनमें मैं स्टॉक सेलेक्ट करती हूँ, कुछ वीडियोस में बनाती हूँ टेक्निकल एनालिसिस के ऊपर कि कैसे टेक्निकल एनालिसिस करते हैं, डिफरेंट इंडिकेटर्स लगा के कुछ एनालिसिस करती हूँ जहाँ मैं आपको स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में सिखाती हूँ। तो आज मैं बात करने जा रही हूँ व्हाई डू फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शन स्क्रिप्ट एंटर बैन पीरियड एंड व्हाट डज इट मीन। तो कब कोई फ्यूचर, आपने देखा होगा ना कि पीछे इंडिया बुल हाउसिंग बैन में था, बीएचईएल बैन में था, स्कॉट्स बैन में था, तो वो क्यों बैन में चले जाते हैं ये तो आप लोगों को सबको पता होगा, आप गूगल कर सकते हो, पढ़ सकते हो उसके बारे में। तो एनीवे मैं वो डेफिनेशन भी दूंगी, बट उसके अलावा एक और बात हम करेंगे कि अगर कोई स्टॉक बैन में चला जाता है तो हम एज अ ट्रेडर हमको क्या फर्क पड़ता है उस सबसे, राइट। वो एक पॉइंट आपको समझना बहुत जरूरी है और उस केस में हम क्या क्या कर सकते हैं। तो सबसे पहले बाय डेफिनेशन ऑफ stocks under ban, it says all stocks traded in the FNO segment, the exchange set in market-wide positional limit. This is the maximum number of contracts that can be open at any time, which is called the open interest. If the open interest of any stock crosses 95% of the all futures and the option contracts of that stock, all of FNO stock of that stock enter a ban period. मतलब जितनी भी मार्केट वाइड ओपन पोजीशन ऑप्शंस की या फिर फ्यूचर्स की होनी चाहिए, अगर उसका 95% लिमिट आ जाता है ऑल अक्रॉस द मार्केट, देन दैट स्टॉक गोज इनटू फ्यूचर। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि अगर एक स्टॉक है, लेट्स से लोगों को पता लगा है कि उसमें बहुत ज्यादा बाइंग की अपॉर्चुनिटी है या सेलिंग की अपॉर्चुनिटी है, फ्यूचर्स में आप सेल भी कर सकते हो, राइट। आई एम श्योर यू नो अबाउट इट दैट फ्यूचर का लॉट ऑफ बाय कर सकते हो, फ्यूचर का लॉट ऑफ सेल कर सकते हो। अगर आपको फ्यूचर्स और ऑप्शन नहीं पता है तो आप मेरे वीडियोस देखिए, मेरे टेलीग्राम पे, मेरे यूट्यूब पे जाके आप सर्च करिए फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस एंड यू विल गेट वेरी वेरी प्रिसाइज वीडियोस। नाउ अगर एक स्टॉक, जैसे अभी पिछले दिनों इंडिया बुल्स बहुत बुरी तरह गिरा था, लेट मी टेक यू टू द स्क्रीन। इंडिया बुल्स हाउसिंग आई बुल HSG फिन बहुत बुरी तरह गिरा था, राइट। यहाँ से गिरना शुरू हुआ था कुछ इस वैल्यू से गिरना शुरू किया था यहाँ से, विच इज 151, और नीचे जाके 100 पे जाके 106 पे जाके almost like 50% drop in just couple of just in a week's time, right, which is a huge drop. Not 50% but 33-35% drop to particularly ho gaya from 150 to 106. So at that time when such huge amount of open interest exists in a particular stock, it goes in the ban period, right. इसमें open interest जो है 95% breach हो जाता है, पहुंच जाता है of the total open interest, right. Now ये तो एक बात हो गई जो हमने बात की है। उसके अलावा when the stock FNO contracts are in the ban period, no fresh positions are allowed for any of the future and the option contracts. चाहे आप फ्यूचर को बाय करना चाह रहे हो या फ्यूचर को सेल करना चाह रहे हो या ऑप्शन का कॉल बाय करना चाह रहे हो, पुट बाय करना चाह रहे हो, you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything. You can only exit your existing positions. सपोज आपने कॉल ऑप्शन बाय कर रखा है, आप उसको एग्जिट कर सकते हो। आपने पुट ऑप्शन बाय कर रखा है, आप उसको एग्जिट कर सकते हो। You cannot sell call, you cannot sell put, right? This is something you should know about it. You will only be allowed to exit the existing positions during this period. The ban is reserved only for the reversed only if the open interest falls below 80%. So suppose, like we know that IBUL housing has gone into a ban period. Why? Because the open interest increased more than 95%. अगर वो लोग अपनी पोजीशन एग्जिट करेंगे, एग्जिट करते करते अगर वो 80% के नीचे आता है तो बैन पीरियड से बाहर हो जाए, राइट। तो नाउ अब हम फिर से चलते हैं स्क्रीन के ऊपर कि क्या कर सकते हैं। जनरली आई विल टेल यू, लास्ट मंथ में देयर वर 3 बैन स्टॉक्स दैट आई नोटेड. One of them was BHEL, right? Bharat Heavy Electrical. In the last month, this was in ban period. Similarly, we have GNFC, right? GNFC was under ban, right? So one thing that you can make out by looking at the graph, that when a stock goes into the ban period, you all know that most of the trading happens in futures and options, right? But now, because there can't be fresh positions that can be created, this the like the movement of the stock becomes very restricted. Stock does not move huge, right? These big movements will be restricted. Now only cash trading will happen. तो what is, अगर आपको पता लगता है कि कोई स्टॉक बैन में आने वाला है, just a day before or 2 days before, what can you do? You can sell their options. That is something you can do, right? Provided you know what is happening in the stock market, like you should know what kind of stance the particular stock has, then आप क्या कर सकते हो, आप उसके options को sell कर सकते हो. Now for example, GNFC, when this massive fall happened, it went into a ban period. अगर आप इस समय put option को sell करते, you could have easily gained good amount of money because price went horizontal. So ban period में, again I'm reiterating, in ban period the neither you can buy nor you can sell. Fresh buying selling नहीं हो सकती. अगर आपके पास कोई लॉट साइज है, जीएनएफसी की कॉल ऑप्शन है, पुट ऑप्शन है, या आपके पास फ्यूचर्स का लॉट है, या आपने फ्यूचर का लॉट सेल किया हुआ है, या आपने ऑप्शन सेल किए हुए हैं, आप उनको एग्जिट कर सकते हैं. तो इस समय में क्या होता है, ओनली ट्रेडिंग दैट हैपेंस, इट हैपेंस इन कैश. इस समय जब मार्केट में बैन, कोई भी स्टॉक बैन पीरियड में होता है, आप उसके कैश में ही केवल ट्रेड कर सकते हो. जब आप कैश में ट्रेड करते हो तो आपका जो मूवमेंट है स्टॉक का रिस्ट्रिक्ट हो जाता है. बैन पीरियड में स्टॉक बहुत ज्यादा मूवमेंट आपको नहीं देगा, याद रखिए, राइट? आईबुल हाउसिंग, यू कैन सी आईबुल हाउसिंग वाज in the ban period, right? Have a look at it. It went horizontally. It's good to sell its 106 call, or you sell it its 125, 130 call, or 106 or 100 call put option and 125 call option. It's the best way to make good money, right? As of now, there is nothing which is under ban, right? There is no stock which is under ban as of now. There is no stock which is under the ban period. Now, one more thing that I want to discuss with you people about when it is in this, how do you know कि ये stock ban period में जाने वाला है? तो बहुत सारे एप्स होते हैं, बहुत सारे ऐसे फ्यूचर्स के एप्स होते हैं जो कि आपको बताते हैं कि किस स्टॉक में is about to enter into the ban. So I'm going to take you to one such app. I am not telling which app I'm going to be talking about. See here, this is ABB, right? ABB, the price has almost reached 99.44 percentile. Huge movement has happened. OI percentile is also 99.44. That means this stock will be heading towards a ban period, right? Have a look at ABB today. How did ABB move today? It has given a beautiful breakout above this place, above all the barriers, or you can draw a trend line like this and see a beautiful breakout has happened above this place, right? So ABB is looking to be heading for a ban period. That's one stock that's on my radar, and I saw another one which is looking to be heading towards a ban. Ind Hotel, right? Ind Hotel is also looking to be almost like price percentile is about 87.22 and OI percentile is 88.33, right? Because market is very dynamic, there is a possibility that there may be some position that people may exit and it may go into a sidewise zone, right? Similarly, there's another stock, M&M, right? M&M, we have given a buy at 915. Today it crossed 1,000 in within 3 to 4 days. So M&M also looks heavily, heading towards ban period, right? So that's the third stock which looks to be heading for the ban period. And what else? Is there any other stock that I can see? Not really, not really. I can't see any other stock which is heading in the ban period. At least these three stocks that I can see. ABB, you can make a note of it. ABB and ABB, which is price wise and the percentile wise. And the second stock I told you is ABB or M&M. And the third stock I told you was Ind Hotel, right? These are the three stocks which look to be heading towards a ban period, and even NTPC can be kept on radar. OI percentile is about 98.33. The moment it becomes 100%, the stock is going to be in the ban period. Even price percentile is quite high, which is 85.56%, right? So these are 4 stocks that are on my radar: ABB, M&M, NTPC and End Hotel, right? So you have to be careful. Agar aap position hold kar rahe, it's time to book a profit. In case you want to do the option selling, that's the best at on a time when stock is entering the ban period. So best practice will be to sell its options, but you have to see whether you want to sell the put option or the call option, right? वो आपको choice बनानी पड़ेगी by looking at the price action. For example, ABB, what can be done? So what best can be done in ABB? We can definitely sell its 2300 put option and 2400 call option, right? That is one possibility that I can see. Or maybe, you know, if you want to be safe, this particular place, which is 2470, maybe 2500 call option and 2300 put option can definitely be sold, right? So similarly, let's have a look at NTPC. What is happening at NTPC? What can be done with NTPC's price action? So NTPC is also horizontal, range bound, right? So easily it's 145 put option or maybe 150 put option can be sold and 160 call option can be sold, right? So you can sell whatever you want, right? You can buy whatever you want, but remember, if it goes into the ban period, call option and put option will not increase, because you will, like, the 80% of business that is done by the F&O segment, that will not happen. So only thing that can happen is the cash buying, right? And sometimes cash selling also intraday can be possible. So you have to be careful when a stock enters into the ban period. आपको केवल options को sell करना है when a stock enters the ban period, right? I have showed you with examples that IBUL housing went horizontal, BHEL went horizontal. Then we did talk about another stock, GNFC went horizontal. So Escorts went horizontal, right? अगर आप Escorts को देखेंगे, Escorts was in a ban period in the month of May, and Escorts went horizontal. Easily sell 1500 call option, put option, and 1600, 1650 or 1660s call option, and just take the premium home, right? So what is important is to know when a stock is entering the ban period, right? As I told you, you have to have some very smart apps to be able to tell you. So I told you there are 3 or 4 stocks look to be heading towards in the ban period: ABB, and then we had NTPC, then we had Ind Hotel, and we had M&M, right? M&M definitely looks to be heading for a ban period because it had a very massive blast today, and it looks to be, you know, like having huge amount of open positions, right? Huge amount of open positions. So M&M can be a good, you know, opportunity to sell its put options of around 9 and 920 or 940 put option can be sold, and call option of about 980 call option can be sold, right? Or maybe 1000 call option can be sold, right? Because the price is going to remain horizontal. So please remember these points, because it gets very difficult sometimes. We are in the ban period and we expect a huge movement. That is not going to happen. When a stock in the ban period, the movement becomes very restricted. So with this, I'm signing off. Hope you have learned something, made some points, and understand some bit about the stock market, some new concepts about the stock market. Keep learning, keep earning, and join me for live trading every day in the morning from 11 to 12.